Here we are finally at the construction site of the new Stallings Elementary School. You see it behind me. It must be 100 degrees out here today, but as you can see, it's not affecting the progress of the construction. I tell you what, let's go inside and take a look and see what's going on.
Very good.
Well, here we are inside. I'm actually standing in what will be the front office. Now, of course, the doors and the windows aren't in right here in front of me, but the counter will be right behind me, and then beyond that, many of the offices. Let's step over here for just a minute. I'm actually in the lobby right now, and right about where I'm standing across this way will be the security doors, and these will be the doors that will be locked, which will mean you'll have to stop in the office in order to check in and get buzzed through these before you can proceed. So let's go ahead and now walk down the hallway and see what else is going on. We'll go down this way. Well, here we are in the 2-3 hallway. You can see it's pretty long. I'm going to probably need some roller skates to get all the way down there when school starts. But as you can also see, it looks like this one's going to be green and some yellow up there on the ceiling. So the painting has already started. Looks like the drywall's done. I'll tell you what, let's take a look in a typical 2-3 classroom. Well, here we are. This is a typical 2nd and 3rd grade classroom. If you take a look at the end of the room, you'll notice over the windows there's a canopy. That's because this is a green school. And that canopy actually is going to reflect the light so that we don't need to use as much wattage in this room when classes are in session. Also, if you noticed out in the hallway a few minutes ago, there are some high windows that provide a lot of light for the hallway. Why don't you take a quick scan of this classroom? Well, this is the media center. Obviously, it's not complete yet, but look how large it is. And look at those windows. My gosh, we're going to have a lot of light in here. I'm standing in the area right now where there'll be some computers. The circulation desk will be back there behind me. And back there to my left are where the offices are going to be. This is going to be quite an attractive media center when it's complete. Why don't you take a look around? Well, now we're in the K1 hallway, so let's take a look around and see what's going on in here. You can see they started to put in the cabinets. Right there will be the cubbies already installed for the kindergarten and 1st grade students. As we move around a little bit, you'll see the work area over here, the cabinets, the storage cabinets, and right there, that door leads into the workroom where the teachers will be able to keep their desk and keep some of their materials. And as we move around the room, we'll see there'll be a sink there for the students to use. There'll be a mirror. And then over here, that door leads back into where the bathrooms are. Now back there, for these kindergarten students and 1st grade students, there are 2 bathrooms. There's a girls' bathroom and a boys' bathroom that they'll be able to use and be able to stay right here in the classroom. And then there's an outside door that'll take them out into the courtyard in which they can either access the building or they can go back to the back of the building toward the playground area. So pretty nice digs here for our kindergarten and 1st grade students. Well, this is the gymnasium that is behind me. Back here we have the room that will hold the PE equipment. Over this way we have the offices, and I don't know whether you can see it or not, but there's a ramp behind a block wall back there that takes you up onto the stage, which you can see over here. Now in the back of that stage we will have our music room, and there'll be a curtain that will separate that, but that's where the students will come for music. And you know, if you listen closely enough, you can almost hear the chorus up there singing, can't you? Can't you just sort of hear them up there already singing? This area above the stage, which is a big white area now, we're hoping that that is going to be painted our school colors, black and gold. Actually, that's going to be gold, and we're hoping that we're going to be able to paint one of our mascot designs on that too, and then we'll have some black, hopefully, edgings that'll go along with that. And then the gymnasium stretches around this way, and in the back here will actually be where our after-school program will use when we get started, and they'll be able to set up their materials and keep them back there. I'm going to walk around this way now, and I'm going to be standing underneath the track that is going to hold the partition that is going to separate the gymnasium on this side from the cafeteria on this side, and it will run on this track and it'll be movable. And so when we have a program and we need more space, we can open this wall and we can use the seating in the cafeteria as well as the seating in the gymnasium to put on our performances. So we're looking forward to having that space that we didn't have before at Henry Bridge Elementary School. So if we pan around this way, this is the cafeteria. And back through that way, there's a kitchen area. The big opening right there will be where the serving lines will be set up. And then beyond that, we have the freezers and the cafeteria manager's office, the dishwasher, and all those areas back there. And the two side doors will be where the students will come in and out after they get their trays and go to their seats. And this area in here will be filled up. Notice again all the windows, notice how bright it is, and again that's part of this school being developed as a green school. Well, we're going to end our tour in the principal's office. And this is not the place that you want to show up now unless it's for something really good. And I'm sure that our Stallings Elementary students are going to have lots of good reasons to come to the principal's office once school begins in the fall. So this is it. The building looks like it's going to be finished in time for school to start in August. We have our Fun Fest coming up July 26th. I hope you've gotten the information on that. Keep watching and listening over the summer for information as to the school. Check the website. Watch for some things in the mail as we move along. And then we'll see you in August.